Hey everybody, this is Kevin with Kevin's Card Collecting, and I just left Philip's channel, so we'll see who jumps on over from there. I know El Kanan was going live as well, so this isn't meant to be any competition or anything. It's just all of us are trying to get our time in, and unfortunately we're kind of stuck on the same day. So anyway, I'll give it a few minutes, see who jumps on here. It is a Fairfield Friday, so I've got a couple boxes of Fairfield I want to open up. Additionally, I want to get through a stack of 89 Donruss. We're still searching for a King Griffey Jr. rookie card. And I've also got some fan mail we'll open up here in a bit too. So hey NASCAR, you're the first one in here. Glad you joined us. Sure, let's hear the joke. As long as it's clean. It's got to be a clean joke. We're rated G here. It's got to be a joke I'm able to share with my grandchild, so let's keep it appropriate. What do you call a cow with no legs? You know, I think you've said this joke before, and I think the answer is ground beef. Is that correct? Hey, Camden. So there's two guys that jumped over from Phillips, unless you're able to do both at the same time, which is absolutely fine and cool. I wish I could dual stream, but my bandwidth won't allow it. If I ever try to run two videos at the same time, they start to lag and freeze up, and then my computer just ends up crashing on me. So I got to be careful with running too much bandwidth through my system. All right, yep, I've heard that joke before. That's an oldie but a goodie, as they say. So this is Fairfield Friday, so I've got a couple boxes of Fairfield to go through. And for those of you who care or even notice, they do make a couple different variations of the Fairfield. There's what they call the blue uniform and the gray uniform. And I've not quite determined which is better, if any. I think it would take several boxes of each to even come up with an answer as to which is better. I don't know which is older, which is... I just don't know. But we shall see with these. And I haven't got a hit in a while, and they say 1 in 4 contain a hit. So hopefully this will be the night. Sportsline is with us. Sir, it is so good to see you. Every time I go into Donald's chat, I ask about you, and he hadn't heard from you either, so I will definitely pass along that you jumped on here. That is so cool. I'm glad you're back. Work must be busy because you've been gone for a couple weeks at least now. But I hope everything is going well with you. Philip! Long time no see. How you been? That's pretty cool, Philip. I was mentioning earlier, I said, I wish I had the bandwidth through my system to run two streams at the same time. I've tried to do that with opening up different windows, and then it just bogs my computer down to the point where it crashes on me. So I've learned that I can only run one at a time. Unfortunately, it's probably just my computer. It's an older laptop. I'm sure it's not a bandwidth issue with the internet. It's just my computer can't handle it. So, okay, sports, yeah, hey, Sportsline, I'm glad it's a good problem. I'm glad you're just busy at work. You know, when we don't see people for a time, we tend to worry, and we don't hear from you, but I'm glad it's just work. That's a great problem to have. Work is good. Work is very good, actually. So, Fishing with Phil. Hello, hello. Yeah, nice to meet you too, Phil. In fact, I caught you on that little triple sports line thing you did with Elkanon and Philip. You guys really impressed me with your stats and your knowledge of the sports. And just when I thought, man, these guys know everything about baseball, then you guys shifted into football, and I was like, wow, you're in a whole different league. You've got oh wow, 5G lines. Wow, okay. Yeah, I'm sure I've got good internet, Philip. It's just my computer cannot handle it at once. It's an old system. Jeff Airtime is here. Hey, buddy. You've got the popcorn ready to watch some Fairfield. Yep, it is Fairfield Friday. Got some Fairfield. I've got some 89 Donruss. I want to get through a stack. I do a stack a week. So you figure one box will provide me 1 month's worth of cards. And then I've also got this package from Philip. Hey, Philip, I kind of zoom in. I don't know what happened. I mean, the package is fine. But we did get some rain the other day, and they delivered your package on the day it was raining. And you can kind of see the ink started spilling and staining and spreading a little bit. And I won't show it here, but my name and address was just one big ink blob. I have no idea how the mail reader was able to read the address, but it got here. It got here okay, but it did get some moisture on the outside. So it's all good. Black Friday, yeah, timed upgrade, you're right. You are correct. But think of it, if I spend the money on a new computer, Philip, I won't be able to buy any more cards. So it's like, where's my priority, you know? Sally's with us. Good to see Sally. Good to see her. I have no idea what time it is across the pond, but I'm guessing it's getting pretty late. In fact, it might even be Saturday morning over there. I'm not sure. What time is it, Sally? Is it midnight yet? Because it's 5 p.m. here on the West Coast. Lisa D is with us. Lisa D is coming along in these sports cards channels. She's figuring out how we operate, and she's learned, I'm sure, that you need to be a little nutty to collect cards and to understand them and to understand one another. We are nerds, but proud of it. We are proud baseball card nerds. Oh, okay. It's after 1 o'clock in the morning, Sally. Wow. Well, if we start asking you questions and you don't respond, we'll just assume you're sawing logs over there. Eddie's Baseball Autographs. Hey there, buddy. How are you? Let me check something here real quick. Let me set this down. We'll give it a couple minutes, then I got to do some housekeeping here on my chat, and then I'll go ahead and start ripping into Philip's package, and then we'll hit the Fairfield, and then we'll get into the Donruss. And for backdrop there, you can see I've got some, not all Hall of Famers, but all good players. So, and not all rookie cards either. Actually, I'm not sure if I don't think Maddox made it to the Hall of Fame. But nonetheless, these are kind of the cards we're going to be shooting for in the 89 Donruss. Of course, the King Griffey Jr. is the primo card we want to get. Okay. Yeah, I was just looking up Eddie's Baseball Autographs. I was looking at your channel to make sure I'd subscribed, but I've already been on your channel, so I've already got you there. Sally calls us the nerd herd. That is a very appropriate term. And I don't take offense to that. I don't take offense. I find it fascinating that you are all fairly new back into baseball cards, but know what's important and worth money. Well, yeah, Lisa, you know what it is personally, I don't know a lot of the newer players, but I know the older players from yesteryear. And when I used to collect back in the 80s and 90s, these were my heroes of the day. And not all of them made it to the Hall of Fame. Not all of them turned out to be high dollar cards. But these cards bring back memories, and that's what's most important for me, and I think a lot of people too. I really couldn't care if this card here is worth $100 or 27 cents. I really don't care. I just appreciate it for what it is and for the memories it brings back to me. So that's what it's all about for most of us. But you have your guys they're in it for the money, and I get it. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people that collected cards in the 80s and 90s that did it for the money found out that it's not as profitable as they thought it would be. So we kind of learned our lesson on that one. See, we got 8 in here right now, and I'm starting to see the same folks. So I'll go ahead and start going. I know Philip's here, and that's the one I wanted in here, so he'd be able to see me open up these cards. So these are from the one and only, never to be duplicated, Philip Oldenburgh. There's only one, there was only been one, and there only will be one Philip. And I appreciate that. So we'll start ripping. Okay, see, that's it. It's empty. Oh, look. I'm guessing that's from a recent pack, but otherwise I could say, hey, I got Philip's autograph. No. All right, so let's see what we get here. Ooh, I like what I see on the front here. I really like what I see. Well, y'all know Tony Gwynn is my #1 PC player, and I have never seen this card before. It's an Allen and Ginter for 2019, so it's a recent card. I've never seen that. That is a beautiful card. Wearing the old brown and gold Padres uniform. That is beautiful. I love it when I get a card that not only do I not have, but I've never even seen it before. That's like the coolest card to get. So that's definitely in that category. Alrighty. Then we got the D-backs. Oh, the swimming pool. Yes, the famous Chase Field pool. I love it when the players hit home runs in the pool. And then you see people fully dressed, not ready to get wet, and they just go dive into that pool with cell phones and wallets in their pocket and everything. They don't care. They want that baseball. That's a cool picture. And Tony Gwynn Jr. There we go. Tony Gwynn Jr. He actually looks very similar to his dad. Not so much in that picture, but if you guys have seen him recently, you could tell me that Tony Gwynn came back from the dead, and I'd believe you, because he's a spitting image of his father. So that's a cool picture there. I've never seen him on anything other than a Padres uniform. So that's cool. And there we have the old Donruss 90, Tony Gwynn. See, these are the cards I grew up with. These old throwback cards here. Cool. Andrew Werner, San Diego pitcher on the Prism card. Rookie card, too. That is a weird... I don't know if you guys can see the effect. It's like three-dimensional almost, but his arm looks all like contorted and bent. Like you can't tell if that's his right arm or his left arm, which makes it just look like freaky. He's got two arms growing out of his right shoulder. That's a weird picture. We got a season high. Oh, Trevor Hoffman. Very cool. I got to see Trevor pitch in person. I want to say it's not the only game I ever saw at the old Jack Murphy Stadium, but the last game I did go to, though, way back when, it was, I don't know, 2006, 2007, something like that. He was brought in as a relief pitcher to close it out and put on a good show. So good old Trevor Hoffman. Oh, and we got Goldie, Paul Goldschmidt, and it's good to see him in the D-backs uniform. You know, there are occasions where I've seen players traded off a team and then they're traded back. I would love to see that happen with Goldie. If he came back to the D-backs, that would just be epic. So, It's okay to dream. It's okay to dream. Steven Souza Jr. for the D-backs. So these are, by the way, these are gallery cards. Absolutely phenomenal artwork. Some are better than others, but that's actually pretty decent. That one looks more like a computer game image, but that just looks like a photograph. Pretty cool. Another Trevor Hoffman. Okay, so here he is with the Padres. What year is this one? 94. Okay, that was well before I went and saw him play. Cool. Don't have that one either. Hey, we got a mini card. I think I've only got one mini card, and it's not Robbie Ray. So that is a nice little addition to my collection. There's a little set of 4 guys, and they're called the four corners. I'm not going to embarrass myself and guess the other 3, but I know that's Tony. Gary Sheffield, Phil Plantier, and Fred McGriff, yep. Oh. And a D-backs. I like how he's got them kind of mixed together, the Padres and the D-backs. So you don't know what's coming next. That's a cool card. Got the fireworks going off there. That's cool. Justin Upton with the D-backs. Very nice. Sliding into, I'm guessing, third base. And it looks like his coach is teaching him how to slide, like on-the-job training. Like, here's how you do it. Get down, get down, get down. Yeah, Philip, you know, you're right. The artist can be hit or miss. And I'm going to give a shout-out to the artist because I'm curious to see if the same artist produced the same quality on the other players. So the Goldschmidt that I'm really impressed with, and I'm not just saying that because I PC him. I think that really is good artwork. It almost looks like a photograph. But that is Dan Berggren. So I'll keep an eye open for Dan's artwork and see if it's equally as good. This guy could work for like a PlayStation or Sony or one of those video game companies. Carlos Caballero is his name. Okay, we got a Hunter Renfroe with the Padres. Very nice. I have a bunch of his cards in my collection. That's a 2018 card. And we got the 87 Topps Tony Gwynn All-Star card. These are just classic. These are great cards. Love those cards. Something about the red, white, and blue just kind of pops. Very nice. And what we got an auto here. Anthony Banda, really? How about that? A Donruss autographed Anthony Banda card from 2018 Panini. That is cool. I will say I've got more autos for Diamondbacks. Well, obviously because I PC them. But I do have several, and I don't have Anthony Banda's autograph. So that is too cool. Thanks, Philip. Thank you very, very much. That is awesome. Let me get caught up here. Sorry, folks. I missed a few hellos there. Fitzy's with us. Hey there, Fitzy. Of course, everybody knows Fitzy. He, I think 3 weeks ago, Fitzy won our Home Run Derby that we host on Sunday afternoons. Glad he's with us. And then we got Falama Gaming. Hi, Kevin. Falama Gaming, if I remember correctly, you are the one who plays with Mountain Gorilla on PlayStation 4. Yeah, I think I saw you guys play MLB The Show or some baseball game. I wish Souza could stay on the field, but he's a local, talented, but can't stay healthy. Yeah. You got those guys for sure. Pilly Mama, yes. No. Wait, I'm confused. Yes. No. Pilly Mama, I'm really confused. Is it yes or no? Are you the one who live streams those games or not? I think you are. I'm going to say you are, whether you say yes or no. Okay, no worry, Philip. No worries. I just found it funny how actually Elkanon was really pushing you to get this package out to the point where he was going to have you drive it out and deliver it yourself. But and the reason I was waiting for your package to come in the mail, Philip, was so I could get your address to return the package to you. So once I got your package a couple days ago, I shipped yours right out to you. So that's how that all worked out. So here's the second half of Phil's package. We got a Phil. Hey, Phil, here's your card. John Duplantier rookie card on the old 84 throwback. I love that design. These are probably one of my favorite PC collections is this design from the 2019's Top Series. Absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, very, very cool. No way, Luis Gonzalez. There we go. There's the old throwback. Yep, it makes reference to the 2001 World Series. Actually, just this afternoon, I was watching on YouTube the replay of the 2001 Game 7 of the World Series against the Yankees. And he was a hero. We won the game and won the series, thanks to this man right there. So you can ask anyone in the Phoenix area who Gonzo is, and they'll tell you it's Luis Gonzalez. That is cool. I don't have that card either. That's really sharp. Jake Lamb on a... That's a 1 of 1? Are you kidding me? I've never owned a 1 of 1 card. Ever, ever, ever. Oh my word. That's 1 of 1. Wow. The Honus Bonus Partners card. The Honus Bonus. That's an interesting name. It's some sort of game card. Yeah, I don't like maybe like a scratcher game or something. I've never seen these before. But that's a 1 of 1 Jake Lamb. That is a legit 1 of 1 stamped Jake Lamb card. That is awesome. Wow. Whew. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's a variation, the blue refractor of John Duplantier. That is a sharp-looking card. That is really sharp. And it's a numbered card. It's 103 out of 150. That is cool. Is that the same image? I'm curious. The same picture? Let me go back. No, it's even a different little photo. See, a different uniform? So they made the whole thing different. That's sharp. Then we got a Mark Trumbo on a Prism card. Mark Trumbo. And, oh, there we go, a variation of it. Okay, I'm going to embarrass myself. That's a refractor, parallel, variation, rainbow, foil, super duper color card. I don't know what you call that, but that is sharp. So there, I got the base and I've got the variation of it. That is cool. That is really cool. Thank you, Philip. One of them like, aw, Philip, thank you. Yep, you're right. Now I do. I got a 1 of 1. That is cool. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And Philip, for these, that is, you know, I should have waited to the end and ended on this note because it's going to be hard to beat this. Well, it's impossible to beat this. I mean, 1 of 1s, autos, Luis Gonzalez, the 84 throwback cards. That is just, what a nice selection or collection of cards there. Even got some Tony Gwynn's to add to the PC. Sweet. Wow. Okay. Well, now we'll tone it down a bit, and we'll get into some older stuff here. So I got 2 boxes of Fairfield. One is, I guess they call the gray uniform. I don't know if the colors show up. We got gray and then a blue. And I don't recall, or I don't even know if I ever knew which is better, or if they're equal. I don't know what the color change means. But, well, we'll open them up and see if one is better than the other. So we'll go with the gray first. Isaac, yes, it was very nice mail. Isaac, thanks to Philip for that. So everybody here knows Philip. He doesn't need a shout out. In case there's 1 or 2 lurking in the background that don't know Philip, you guys need to go to his channel, hit him up, sub up to him. He goes live all the time. His shows are fun, entertaining. His shows are all over the place. His shows are like we'll call it Coast to Coast AM for baseball cards, if that makes sense. You got to be into late night radio to understand that. But anyway, his shows are fun. So let's see what we get. So these packs come with 100 cards. And just for curiosity's sake, I tend to look. Okay, so this is older because all the blue ones I've opened up recently I know are packed in like July of 19. And this gray uniform box was packaged in September of 18. So these are older. So the gray boxes are older. There, we learned something. So you get 100 cards, and they throw in the middle an unopened vintage pack. So in this case, we got a pack of 91 Score Series 2. So we'll open up this halfway through the box. Philip, terrible content. Well, okay, Philip, yes, your content is terrible, but define terrible. You know, it's like modern day education. They're teaching this Common Core math. Well, maybe Common Core English means that terrible could be wonderful. So terrible can be whatever you want it to be. So, yes, Philip, I agree. Your content is terrible. Modern day, it's like sick. Remember when people used to say, oh, that's sick? Well, that wasn't good. Well, now sick means good. Or that's bad. Well, now bad means good. So there you go. Philip is terrible. His content is terrible. And I love it. So there you go. All right, we'll get through these. These tend to take a while, so I'll kind of rip through these a little bit quicker than normal. Because we do have 2 boxes to go through tonight. Normally I just do 1. We got Mark Teixeira for the Braves. We got a Howard Johnson for the Mets. Chris James for the Padres. And Mr. John Kruk for the Phillies. I don't really collect his Phillies cards, but I do have a bunch of his old Padre cards. Back when he was a little more fit, but it seems like the Phillies filled him up. There. All right, let's see. Got a bunch of Fleer here. I'm rhyming tonight. I got, John Kruk was filled up in Philly. We got Fleer here. Scott Geraltz. Dave Valle for the Mariners. Craig Reynolds for the Astros. Not Craig Biggio, but Craig Reynolds. Unfortunately, Jay Howell for the Athletics. Mike Pagliarulo. This is Mike. He plays for the Padres. Tracy Jones plays for the Tigers. Doug Jennings for the Athletics. Dave Gallagher. What year is this? Because I'm getting a ton of them. 88. So these are 88 cards. Jim Dwyer for the Orioles. And we got some Fleer 90. Oh, I see some Fleer 89s coming up here, so I'm going to be a little cautious around those. Kim Oberkfell for the Giants. Okay, we're safe. We got a Ron Gant to start with. But before that, we got a Scott Spezio for the A's. All right, let's get through these 89 Fleer. So we got Ron Gant for the Braves. Craig Matthews, of course, you all know I'm looking for the Billy Ripken. I got to be cautious about it. Jose De Jesus. All right, then we got some Fleer 90s. 92, I'm sorry. Kevin Ward for the Padres. Chuck McElroy for the Cubs. They're all different. Mark Langston for the Angels. This one's the same. Scott Sanderson. Tony Gwynn. Ding, ding, ding. Hold on. My bell's not working. We got a hit. Got the Gwynn. Let me get some sleeves out for these guys. I don't know if I have this card in my PC or not. For some reason, I'm thinking I don't, because I don't recall seeing that one before. Very, very cool. Mr. Padre, you're right. You are correct, sir. Well, I see Isaac's typing a lot in there, so that's good. So maybe you had a little bit of background energy going there to get that hit. Gene Larkin for the Twins. Mike Smithson. Oh, there's an old O-Pee-Chee 86 card. Rick Leach for the Blue Jays. Tom Henke for the Blue Jays. Mike Flanagan for the Blue Jays. Okay, so there's a Blue Jay theme going here. And then we've got Ernie Witt for guess who? Ta-da! The Blue Jays. George Bell of guess who? The Blue Jays. And then we got some 89 Fleer again. We got Steve Wilson. Steve Wilson. Why do I know that name, Steve Wilson? Sounds like a character out of some sitcom or something. And then we've got more Blue Jays. This is an 89 Donruss, so this is a preview of what's to come in our box here. Then we got some Score 90. We got Dale Mahorkic of the Yankees. Willie Blair of guess who? The Blue Jays. Oh, another 89. It's safe. It's Brad Kaminsky. And we got some Bowman. We got Mike Heath for the Tigers. Jeff Leonard for the Mariners. And some more 90 Score. We got Chip Hale. It's a rookie card. Alfredo Griffin on a Bowman card. Eric Gunderson for the Giants. Matt Garza. I'm sorry. Matt Garza. Brandon Belt for the Giants. That's not that old of a card. Well, that's 2015. Ah, look at his old Bowman Chrome card. Mike Gerber for the Tigers. That's not too old of a card. Followed by Heritage card for Shelby Miller. What year is this one? 2014. And we got another modern card here. We got Johnny Giovatella for the Angels. And we got an A's Grant Balfour. Followed by Dominic Brown for the Phillies. Jarrell Cotton for the A's. Dexter Fowler. Well, that's a nice little chrome there. And last, Jeremy Roards for the A's. Or, I'm sorry, Angels. Yeah. And he's a first Bowman card, so that'd be a rookie card. All right, so that's half of that box of Fairfield. And I'm going to open up the Score 91. Typically, there's a little insert in here, so let me see if I can get that to fall out. Oh, there it goes. World Series Trivia from 1953. Add that to my collection of little plastic cards. All right, so this is a 91, did I say? Yep, 91. So I really don't know who we could possibly get in here. 91. Chipper Jones, maybe. I guess Chipper Jones could maybe have a 91 scorecard. So we got Juan Samuel for the Dodgers, Andros Galarraga for the Expos, Ron Gant for the Braves, Andre Dawson for the Cubs, Dream Team, Dave Stewart. Nice little, it's not sepia, it's just black and white. Little insert card there. Sandy Alomar Jr., Rookie of the Year for the American League. Todd Zeile on a franchise card. Doc Gooden as another franchise card. And some rookie prospects cards in the middle. Chuck Malone, Jimmy Kremers, Eric Gunderson, Phil Clark. So that's it for the rookies. Then we got Tony Castillo, Kirk McCaskill, Joe Girardi, and Joe Klink. No relation to Colonel Klink from Hogan's Heroes. I'm going to refresh my page. I'm not seeing any new chat, so I don't know if the chat shut down or what. Let me do a refresh. See what's going on with that. All right, so let's get to the second half of the box here. We got a Max Scherzer card. Very cool. Good old Max Scherzer. Giants franchise history card. Mark Whitten for the Yankees. Craig Nettles, that's an old, two card. Wow, okay, back-to-back Craig Nettles cards from 1981. Fishing with Phil test. Okay, it works, Phil. I think for 6 minutes there, everyone fell asleep. Mr. Padre just blew everybody away. They fainted, they fell to the ground. So thanks for that test there, Phil. Appreciate it. Craig Nettles. And El Canon's probably doing something snazzy over on his channel, which might be diverting. Yeah, y'all are quiet. Well, we've got 9 in the chat. It's not a record-breaking night, and I know I'm splitting my time up with El Canon too, so it's all good. Craig Nettles for the Yankees. I got a Willie Randolph for the Yankees, and here's an old original 84. Man, they got some old cards in this box. Ron Guidry for the Yankees. Kevin Moss for the Yankees. Okay, so here's the Yankees collection. Brad Arnsberg. Here's top prospects. Let's see if I know any of these names. Cesar Barnhart, Bobby DeJardin, Armando Moreno, and Andy Stankiewicz. Nope, don't know any of them. Another 89 Fleer, Guillermo Hernandez. He's just talking as far as I can hear. Well, he's good at that. Oh, no, it's all good, Philip. I understand. No, you're not trying to be everywhere at once, Philip. You are everywhere at once. That's it. You are everywhere at once. It's miraculous how you do it. The last Fairfield year was 36% Yankees, really. Wow. I'll tell you, I think the last, 4 or 5 boxes I've had back-to-back doubles, in one case even a triple, like we had those 2 Craig Nettles cards, identical back-to-back. I've had that in the last 5 or 6 boxes, with one case where I had a triple, the same 3 cards back-to-back. So I'd be curious to be a fly on the wall in the Fairfield factory or warehouse and see how they sort and combine their cards and all that. It'd be interesting to see. I guess a lot of it depends on too where they get their content, like their stock. Do they get them directly from the companies? Probably not, because the companies are out of business, so they just buy out collections. So if somebody PC'd somebody and they pull from his collection, they're going to get a lot of that same guy. I'm not sure how it works. Opening day, you got Billy Butler, we got another Fleer, we got a Sandy Alomar Jr., that's a good card. Shout out to the Padres, shout out to myself and Mountain Gorilla, Padre fans. Jack Clark, Diamond Kings card. Dave Righetti for the Giants. Ricky Jordan for the Phillies. Rick Honeycutt for the Dodgers, old 86 Topps card. Chad Curtis for the Angels. Danny Graves on a Stadium Club card. Kelly Gruber. Oh, we've got a really old card coming up here in a second. Ron Guidry. But look at that old Ron Guidry from 82 Donruss. And there's another Ron Guidry. So see what I mean about certain players? There's a Ron Guidry on the 88 Fleer. Right? 88? Yep. Then a Ron Guidry on the 82 Donruss. Ron Guidry on the, is that 83? No, 81. 81 Topps. Then we got a Ron Guidry on the 87 Topps. Then we got a Ron Guidry on the 86 Donruss. Whew, that's a long run of Ron Guidrys. Curtis is in jail for a long time. Curtis. Do I know Curtis? I don't know Curtis. Did I pull a Curtis card? Did I pull a card that was named Curtis? I don't remember. I've got very bad short-term memory. Oh, Chad Curtis? That guy? What'd he do? I'm curious to know. Yeah, if you're a Ron Guidry fan, give me a call. I got some cards for you. Greg Litton on the Fleer Ultra. 91. Then we got some more 89 Donruss. Don't want to get too much of this because we are going to open up a stack of unopened packs in a little bit here. Devon White for the Angels. Hal Morse for the Yankees. Randy Myers for the Cubs. Hippolito Pena. Love that name. Hippolito. And then Andy Van Slyke for the Pirates. Dante Bichette of the Angels. And I saw the B on it for a second there. I got a little excited. But it's Bob Boone on an 89 Fleer. Lance Parrish for the Angels. Yeah, Eddie, I mean, if it's appropriate, go ahead and type what he's done. But if it's inappropriate, I'll look it up later. But you do have my curiosity now. Gary Discarcina. I don't know why I struggle with that one. Ken Griffey Sr. That's cool. I've never seen that card before. Papa Griffey. Scott Sanderson. JT Snow. Bob Horner. Chris Sabo. Chris Sabo, the card that everyone hates but loves. Other than the glasses, I don't know what the fascination is with him. I'm guessing it's just the glasses. Who we got here? We got Paul Assenmacher for the Yankees. Butch Weiniger for the Yankees. And Dave Collins. What? I've never seen this card before. That is a 83 Fleer. I've never seen 83 Fleer before. Kind of a dull gray border on that. Interesting. And then, of course, Fleer 91. Ugh. Gary Redis. Roberto Kelly. Topps 89. Sabo does have a cult following. You're right. I am not one of the followers. That's for sure. Chad Bettis for the Rockies. Shout out to El Canon and his Rockies. Garrett Cole. There we go. That's actually a very nice card. Be curious to see where he ends up landing after all this fiasco and him leaving the Astros. But I will set that one aside just as a novelty. Let me flip these over. We got a Cole Calhoun. Here, you ever watch Jeopardy? You got before and after. You got Garrett Cole Calhoun. How's that for Garrett Cole and Cole Calhoun? Card. And a Jake Arrieta All-Star Game for the Phillies. Not a bad run. Not an excellent run. I don't believe we got a hit. In fact, I know we didn't. At least as far as most people are concerned, no hits. But we did land a Tony Gwynn. So I call that a hit. But I don't think that's what they mean by 1 in 4 contain a hit. A hit may include a game-used card. A game-used card. Or an event-used card. What's a used card? I understand the autograph and the relics. A manufactured card? Well, I hope they're all manufactured. I mean, by that definition, a manufactured card, every card is manufactured, so every card's a hit? That doesn't make sense. And a game-used card. This card was used in an actual game. What do they mean by game-used card? Okay. I'm not going to lose sleep over it, but it is curious. It is an interesting thing. What did I miss? What I missed? Hey, Carter's Kids is with us. Good to see you, Steve. Steve, I hope you got my email. I did send your package out yesterday, so hopefully it'll be arriving in the next few days. Fishing, they call that a before and after. Haha, yep, before and after. Hey, Steve, Phil, what's good? Hello, everyone. Isaac Flores is with us. Welcome, sir. Isaac Flores, of course, being another reigning champion for the Home Run Derby. He won 2 weeks ago. Chris cards, haha. A manufactured card are basically non-game used pieces of jersey on the card. Oh, okay. So it's a relic, but it's not game used. Okay, so this uniform was owned by so-and-so, but never used. That doesn't really mean much. I mean, there's no... Ugh. Oh, good. Okay, Steve got the email. That's good. You've been sick? Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, every time the weather changes, it does it to people. It just... Ugh. That's nasty. Sorry, buddy. Game used cards are cards that contain a piece of memorabilia used in the game. A bat, jersey, baseball. Okay. I understand that. I understand that. I was really overthinking that. I was digging way too deep. I need to keep it simple. And I am stupid sometimes. So here is what they would call the newer box of Fairfields. I'm going to guess this was manufactured or packaged in either... Well, I'm going to say July of 19, because that's where I've seen most of them dated. I should have said June. June of 19. So, but it is definitely newer than what we just opened up. So let's see what we get out of here. We get our 100 cards. And our pack is an 88 Donruss. 88 Donruss. So we'll be opening that up halfway through this pack. Thanks, Phil. Don't know if you saw Purple GT's latest video about his mom passing. Oh, I don't know Purple GT, but that's sad news. Oh, that's rough. Fishing with Phil. I made a video shortly after watching your rant, Steve, and edited in some text that says, "Thanks for watching, and remember the Astros are cheaters." Oh man, no, I didn't. Okay, yeah, that's rough. I don't know Purple GT. I don't even recall the name, but my prayers go out to him and his family. That's tough. I'll look him up. Let me make a note of that. I don't know if you guys do this, but whenever you're doing a live stream, it's a good idea to have a pen and paper handy, because you will definitely forget what's discussed during the chat. So Purple GT. I will check his channel out later on. Oh, he's another Steve, huh? Wow. Well, that's 3 Steves I know of, because we got Steve from the Carter's Kids. We've got that Steve you're referring to, and there's also Steve Griffith, who, if you didn't catch my last live stream, sent me some phenomenal cards in my family mail pack. That was awesome. And Pilly Mama, I'm sorry, messing up your name. Oh, Purple GT 22. Okay, thanks. Let me add the 22. Purple GT 22. Got it. Okay. So, Pilly Mama is home, on dinner, half sleep. Okay, well, if you start dreaming about this, then you need to stop. But enjoy your dinner and your little half rest. Jose Fernandez with the gold cup card there for the Marlins. We got a Carl Crawford on a Upper Deck Vintage card. I've never heard of Upper Deck Vintage. It's dated, I guess, 2003. Looks like it might be. Barry Zito for the Athletics. And a Yogi Berra card. Obviously not an original, but still. I don't think I own any Yogi Berra cards at all, so we'll call that my first Yogi. So that's going to be part of that Upper Deck. Well, now, see, I don't know the year. Because this... I gotta figure this out. They didn't stamp the year anywhere. Oh, they did, right in the middle. 2003. Okay, it is at 03. Cool. Juan Encarnacion for the Marlins. Glenn Braggs, Donruss 88. Mike Lowell. Topps. Oh, that's interesting. They got the card number on the front. Topps 206. Yeah, it's a different kind of card I've never seen before. Frank Snyder. 1937. Coach for the Giants. Wow. Back when they were in New York. Ken Hill, Upper Deck 92 for the Expos. Joe Morgan for the Red Sox. Paul O'Neill for the Yankees. Oh, okay, yeah. In fact, I just I told you earlier I was watching the game, the 2001 World Series game, and the first inning, I just watched it tonight. Just it's fresh in my mind. But first inning, he hit a double. He hit the gap out to right center, and he went for three. He should have stayed at second, but he went for three, and they relayed throwed him out at third base. Of course, being a D-backs fan, I was screaming up and down. It was exciting. And there's Bernie Williams. He was on the Yankees at the time as well. Mark McLemore. Yeah, there you go. John Franco for the Mets. Deion Sanders. Very cool. These cards are different. Yeah, these are 97. Who makes them? Donruss. I'm sorry. Yeah, 97 Donruss. Thad Bosley for the Cubs. Tom Dixon for the Astros. That's an old card. That is a 1980 card. Wow. Rick Waits on an old 83 card. Craig Nettles. John Wetland for the Rangers. And Willie Green for the Reds. Darrell Hamilton for the Brewers. Joe Ursulak for the Orioles. Mike Fetters for the Angels. Mike Fetters, 1991. If you guys don't know who Mike Fetters is, he's currently the Diamondbacks pitching coach. But if you go back, if you type his name in YouTube or just you Google, probably get better chances of seeing, because I didn't see many options on YouTube for him. But he had this stare. He'd get up in the stance to pitch, and then he'd stare, at second base, third base, and then he would snap his neck very sharply at the batter. Very intimidating stare down he'd give him. So he was kind of known for that. That was fun. Here we got a Topps 91 Mark Williamson card. Doc Edwards for the Indians, manager card. Mike Phillips on an old 81. I got to learn these years better. Mike Phillips. Fernando Tatis. I've never seen a Tatis senior card. Fernando Tatis Sr. Of course, they don't call him senior because they didn't know junior would be coming along the way, but wow. Very cool. I'm going to set that one aside just because of his son's success. He may get some notoriety for it, so I will sleeve him up. John Candelaria for the Yankees. David Green for an old O-Pee-Chee 86 Topps. Well, Topps, it's O-Pee-Chee. Matt Williams, very cool. Oh, it's like one of the sports flicks. Yep, it's a sports flicks for Matt Williams. Of course, there he is with the Giants. But he was on the Diamondbacks in 2001 when they won the series. So that is a very cool card. I'll deem that a hit. All right. Some more 89 Fleer coming up here. Danny Heap for the Dodgers. Phil Plantier. Okay. There he is. With the Padres. Brett Saberhagen for the Royals. Pat Kelly. Nice action shot. Ruben Sierra for the Athletics. Matt Walbeck for the Twins. Checklist card with Barry Bonds on it. I think I've seen this same checklist before, and it kind of frustrated me because there's no reference to what it is. I'm thinking maybe a Leaf set. Leaf kind of has that gold or silver color to it, but there's no stamp as to what year or manufacturer that comes from. I don't know why they left that info out. Okay, Steve's taking a quick break, no problem. Jim Lindemann for the Phillies. We're almost half. Oh my goodness, we got a hit here, guys. We got a hit coming up. I just saw a glimpse of something. I don't know who it is yet, so I'm going to set that card right there. But we have a hit. All right, now I'm getting a little. Hold on, I got to take a swig of water. Now, granted, your hits in Fairfield boxes, be it a relic or an auto, they're not going to be your A-listers. They're not going to be your, Derek Jeters or your King Griffey Jr.'s. They're going to be names you probably haven't heard of. But I've always said this, an auto or a relic is an auto or a relic. So I'll be happy either way. So here's an Ivan Rodriguez for the Rangers, Glenn Hubbard for the Athletics, Mike Scott for the Astros, Pedro Guerrero for the Cardinals. You got a Kobe Bryant rookie from a Fairfield? Really? Out of a baseball Fairfield? Interesting. Actually, you know what? Last week I pulled a football card out of my baseball Fairfield box. So that doesn't surprise me, but Kobe Bryant rookie, wow. Yeah, the football card I pulled was kind of a no-namer. But, wow. Good for you, Kobe Bryant rookie. Pedro Guerrero for the Cardinals. Hey, Paige is with us. So you were able to escape the black hole, otherwise known as Phil Oldenburgh's channel. Glad you could join us. So, Paige, we're getting near the end, but these are old cards from the 80s and 90s that have been repacked and packaged into collection boxes of 100. So you go buy these at like Walgreens, and you're just getting old cards. And for us that grew up collecting these cards back in the day, it's like a little treasure chest. He was still live? Oh, I don't know. Oh, Philip's here. Oh, man, Philip, I thought Philip might have been gone, so he wouldn't have heard what I said about him. Doggone it. No, I don't know if Philip was live or not. I assumed he jumped out of his stream and then came over and is co-mingling with us and El Canon's channel. So, hey, Frank's Cards Corner's with us. Philip is always listening. I know, Philip. Even at work, I walk around the office and I have to watch myself because I think you're listening. I can't even murmur or mumble or whisper without fear. Yeah, because remember, like we said earlier, you are everywhere. And I mean that literally. You are everywhere. Checklist card for a 91 Upper Deck. Eric Plunk. We got a Fleer. Jack Morris. Not bad at all, being a Hall of Famer. So he deserves a little love in here. So even though I got a Tony Gwynn out of that last box, this box, well, it's going to be better only because we've got more Hall of Famers, and there's an autograph hiding behind this card. I don't know who it is yet, so we're going to get to that here in a second. Donnell Nixon for the Giants. Another checklist, really? 2 checklists? Are they at least different? Yes, they're different. But still, they're checklists, man. Reggie Jefferson for the Indians. All right. So, drum roll. Dun dun dun. We have, it's a sideways card. So we have, I'll show you the auto first because it's probably not legible. It's a sticker auto. Yep, it's a sticker auto. From the Washington Nationals. Okay. Looks like it starts with an R. Maybe RD. Authentic autograph. Yep, Phil's got the drum rolls going there. Thanks, buddy. And I've got my bell ready to ring. It's Ross Detweiler, farmhands. He's a prospect, and I've never heard of him. And what year is this from? 2007. So I got a 2007 Ross Detweiler. Has anybody heard of him? I feel bad for these guys because, I'm sure they were young. They're all amped up. They're going pro. They made it to the big leagues. They've got cards made. They're signing autographs. And then you just don't ever hear from them again. Oh, I got to ring the bell, though. It is an auto. So, there we go. So, Ross Detweiler autograph, rookie card, prospect card, actually. Let me turn the back over again just to see if it gives us any more info on him. You have just received an authentic autograph by Ross Detweiler. TriStar expressly guarantees the authenticity of this autograph that appears on the front. That doesn't say much about the gentleman. But I will also add him to a top loader. So, but we got a hit, guys. That is cool. We got a legitimate hit out of a Fairfield box. So you never know. Go to Walgreens. You're shopping. You might be picking up some medication, some candy, and you look up and you see this box hanging on the wall, and you're like, "What's this all about?" So you buy it for $5, and you go home and you find out you own a professional baseball player's autograph card. He played with the White Sox last year? Really? So he's still playing. So here we are, what, 12 years later? Yeah, 12 years later. He was with the White Sox, and then now he's a free agent. Okay, well, seeing as though I've never heard of him, which isn't saying much because I haven't heard of a lot of guys, and he's a free agent, I wonder if his career might be coming to an end. Interesting. But anyway, it is a hit, and I'm happy to get a hit, so that's cool. So we're halfway through that box of Fairfield. So we've got a pack of Donruss 88s I want to go through here. And off the top of my head, I can't think of who would be in this pack. But we shall see who we get. And we do get a little puzzle piece for Stan Musial. All right, so first time these cards have seen the light of day since 1988. Wow. It's been a day. But hey, Phil, thank you, though, for looking that up for me. I missed the part where he had an ERA of 7. Yeah, that's not good. So that explains why maybe a lot of people haven't heard of him. But nonetheless, he plays better ball than I or you do, right? Looking for the Glavine. Okay, 88. Is Glavine in the 88? Okay. And Night Lord is with us. Now, Night Lord, so you're the you're the fourth reigning champion for my home run derby that's joined us tonight. You're the most recent winner. So that's cool. And Chef RJ is here. Good to see you, Chef. And yeah, I'm glad I got a chance to catch some of your live stream earlier today. That was the first time I believe I've done a live stream. I've gone back and seen your previously recorded videos, Chef, but not an actual live stream, so that was cool. You got cards yesterday. In fact, I'm opening up a pack of Donruss 88 that I just got, Night Lord, so I know you got a pack of Donruss 88. I'm curious to know if you got anything good. I hope you did, but it's a crapshoot, But let me know if you got anything good. Okay, so we got Brett Saberhagen for the Royals, Tom Pagnozzi for the Cardinals, Bob Welch, Ken Caminetti for the Astros. You pulled a Roberto Alomar rookie card. Good for you. Good deal. I'm happy for you, man. That's awesome. That is really, really cool. Lucas Opens Packs is with us. Welcome, sir. Glad you could be here. Lou Whitaker for the Tigers. Dave Smith. That'd be cool if I could pull that same card, Night Lord. That'd be pretty awesome. Yeah, Chef. Live is being fun. Live is being fun. Being live is fun. If I could learn how to speak. Yeah, I just get more satisfaction out of it. There's interaction. You know, when you do a pre-recorded video, you say what you say and then you're done. There's no other outlet. But when you got conversation going, there's always an outlet. Let me see. Did you get hail? I'm sorry. Did you get hail at your place in Arizona yesterday? We did. I'm not in Arizona, Lucas. So I'm up in the Las Vegas, Nevada area. I'm from Arizona, but I haven't lived in Arizona in many, many years. Where are you, Lucas? Where'd you get hail at? Curious to know. Dave Smith. Yep. Frank is absolutely right. Live opens up more opportunity for topics. Gilbert. Oh, okay. You're in Gilbert. Interesting. There are some other people on these live streams that I know from that area, but I have not seen them on here tonight. But that's cool. Small world. I've got family that live in the Phoenix area. That's pretty cool. We got Kurt Gibson here for the Tigers. Jimmy Jones for the Padres. Steve Lake for the Cardinals. Charles Hudson. Wally Backman. Tom Brookins. Chris Bando. That's a cool name. Bando. Dun dun dun. Steve Jeltz for the Phillies. And Jesse Barfield for the Blue Jays. So, well, if me and Night Lord were having a competition, I'd say he won because he pulled a Roberto Alomar rookie card. That's fantastic. Mountain Gorilla. Hey, Mountain Gorilla. So you make like the fourth reigning champion in here. I was just talking about from the home run derbies. So it's good you could be here. And Mountain Gorilla, I'm chatting here with Lucas. Lucas opens packs. He lives up in Gilbert. Right near Highland High School. I don't know where that's at, but I've got family kind of all over. Down south, Chandler area, Apache Junction, Glendale. So that's cool. That's a small world. Gilbert, been there many, many times. Okay, so we got the second half of our Fairfield box to go through. And then after that, we're going to hit up a stack of 89 Donruss. One stack out of this box, and then that should wrap it up for the night. We're already a little over an hour into it. Yep, Mountain Gorilla's down in Benson, or as he calls it, the middle of nowhere, Arizona, which I don't think that's very fair to say, Mountain Gorilla. I mean, you're only, 30 minutes out of Tucson at the most, if the freeway's clear. Frank says, Wally Backman manages the Long Island Ducks right by my house. Oh, that's cool. I go to games, and no matter where you sit, you can hear him cursing up a storm. Really? Wow. Yep. Oh, Night Lord lived in Tucson for 9 years? Really? Oh, that's cool. Yep, Mountain says south of Tucson. Well, southeast. I'd say more east, right, Mountain Gorilla? Because due south of Tucson, you got Sahuarita and Green Valley, and then all those little towns heading to Nogales. He's got a rough image. I've honestly, Frank, I've never even heard of the guy, but that's cool that you have that that personal connection to him. That's pretty cool. Does he? I'm just curious. Does he sign old cards? If you were to get an old card like this, would you be able to go up and have him sign it? Is it easy to get to him? Oh, you worked at Old Tucson, really? I've been to Old Tucson. It's been many, many years. I would tell you to ask for an auto, but it might cuss you out. Oh, that's funny. Oh, sounds like he's got some anger management issues, Mr. Backman. That's funny. Well, hey Frank, I don't know if you've got any of his cards. If you want a card, I can send you this card for an auto if you want to chance it. Old Tucson did change after the fire. Yeah, I actually, it's kind of cool. Before the fire, and this goes back way before the fire, early 80s, my uncle and aunt got married at the church, the old Western church that's in the old town, old Tucson, where the old church, basically. They were married in that building, and I was the ring bearer. So I've got pictures of me as a young kid in the old church. It's kind of a cool. So you worked there in the 80s and 90s? Okay. So Night Lord's very familiar with that old church. I remember I used to take that little train. For those of you guys who are not part of this chat, I apologize. I'm not opening cards, but it's fun reminiscing with folks that have similar, backgrounds as yourself. But I used to enjoy going to old Tucson. We take that little train ride, that little mini train around the perimeter. And of course, it's you can always watch the old movies, and you could tell if they were filmed in old Tucson, for sure. You'd see the saguaro cactuses in the background. Frank says I got tons of his cards. I kind of figured as much, but just thought I'd throw that out there, Frank, because I have no need for it. I thought maybe I could try to TTM it to him, but he might cuss me out on the card, so I don't want to risk that. All right, let's get going on this pack here before we bore everybody to death. Actually, we gained a couple people since I started talking about old Tucson, so maybe that's a good thing. Jim Edmonds for the Padres. Let me scoot this aside. Okay. Who we got here? Tim Salmon for the Angels. Yeah. Angel Baroa for the Royals. Scott Hatterberg for the Athletics. Jose Lima for the Royals. Mark Grace. Oh, man. Love me some Mark Grace. Like I said, I just watched that old 2001 World Series Game 7. And it was fun seeing him bat and play first base with the D-backs. $25 Perez is in the house. Good to see you, sir. Glad you joined us. And Mountain Grill says, Old Tucson does a Halloween thing that is a lot of fun. Was called Nightfall last time I went. Okay. I never did the Halloween thing. But I can see how that could be spooky at night. You're out in the middle of nowhere. That would be kind of cool. Oh, I missed this one from Frank. I'm a Mets fan, and he was on the 86 World Series team. He was a great player, but has been in personal trouble since he left baseball. Never tried getting an auto. Yeah, not based on what you've said about him. I'd be afraid to approach him. There we go. Look at that. We got an Albert Pujols on a Cardinals team leaders card and a Chris Carpenter. But Albert Pujols, what year is this card? 2006. That's a sweet little card. The 2001 Game 7 was the best one ever. Yes. I hate the Yankees. It was great to see Mario and Rivera blow the game. LOL. Yeah. That game is on YouTube. The full length. Edit, minus the commercial. So it's like 2 hours and 30 minutes. It was just, I was watching it earlier today with my wife, and we just had so much fun watching that game. We're getting all excited. Of course, we know the outcome, but it's still to get into the game and get excited for the good hits and get depressed over the strikeouts. So that was fun to watch. Okay, we got Jim Eisenreich for the Royals. Gerald Clark for the Padres. Glenn Allen Hill for the Giants. And here we got a Terry Steinbach for the Athletics. I'm going to kind of rush through these because I know there's no hits because we've already pulled the hit out of this pack. Jeff Brantley for the Reds. Rich Becker for the Twins. John Wasden for the Athletics. And a checklist card. Checklist. Bleh, boo hiss. Keith Miller for the Mets. Sandy Alomar All-Star card. There we go. Got another Hall of Famer. Oh, wait a minute. I was thinking of Roberto Alomar. I always get those guys confused. Well, anyway, he's in a sleeve. Any game the Yankees lose is my game of the week. Yeah. I hate the Yankees too, guys, and I don't know why. I've never lived in the New York area. I guess if I was a Mets fan, you're sort of forced to hate the Yankees. That makes sense to me. But to me, they always seem like they hired the same, like, okay, you got Derek Jeter, A-Rod, now modern day you got Aaron Judge. Those three guys, from a quick glance, they look the same. They all kind of act the same. They've got this kind of elitist, I don't want to say, well, maybe prima donna, cocky attitude. I might be stretching it because I don't really follow him that closely, but that's just the first image I get from him. And it's a turnoff. It really does turn me off. So I do like to watch the Yankees lose. You live in New York and it's a Yankee town, but we love when they lose. Yep. Okay. Well, now 25 Perez he's a Yankee lover. If it's the Red Sox they're playing against, it's a bonus. Oh, Latin swagger. Latin swagger. I've got a look of perplexion on my face, Mountain Gorilla. I see where you're going with that. Interesting. Go Sox, Bo Sox. Yep. Philip and the Sox. I didn't think about that, Philip, but I should have thrown a pair of Red Sox in the package for you. So there, I gave it away. You're not getting Red Sox. Like literal Red Sox. I thought you were talking about a Robbie. Yeah, see, I thought it was a Robbie Alomar at first. I don't know why. I saw the All-Star stamp, and I got excited. But Sandy Alomar, and of course Junior, got to root for him. Yankees, their rivalries are fun. As long as you don't take it too far. A lot of guys take it way too far, and it becomes, it's come to like life and death. People fight to the death over things like that. And it's just stupid. But it's fun to have rivalries. It is fun. All right, getting back into it. Ron Say for the Cubs. Steve Decker for the Giants. Ozzie Guillen for the White Sox. Look at those glasses. He was like, no, I don't mean this disrespectfully to him, but he looks like a minion before the Minions were Minions. That's probably mean. I shouldn't have said that. But they're really thick. Lee Stevens for the Angels. Cliff Brantley for the Phillies. Reggie Harris for the Athletics. And another John Kruk card, but still with the Phillies here. Wouldn't mind getting a Padre. And, I see a card here. Hold on, I'm going to take it offline. Philip, I saw the word Mo, and I was thinking Mo Vaughn. But it's Mo Sanford. Sorry about that. Got both of our hopes up, actually. I thought it was a Mo Vaughn. All right, so we got some 89 Fleer, Wally Whitehurst for the Mets. Oh, this is one of those little like 3D. Well, actually, you don't really feel. You do feel a little bit of the laces on that one. That's a Doug Glanville for the Phillies card. Prospect George Arias, Chris Haas, Scott Rowland, and Scott Spezio. Okay. Easley. What's his first name? Damon Easley. Dan Pasqua for the Yankees. Jeff Bagwell. There we go. I've got a little miniature PC of him. What? Yeah, I know, Philip. I mean, how many guys are named Mo? And then how many guys named Mo played baseball? And then how many guys named Mo play baseball make it to the pros? And then how many guys named Mo that play baseball to make it to the pros that have a baseball card? Not many. So I really thought I was going to find a Mo Vaughn card there for you. But, Well, that's kind of a 3D effect. Lou Piniella, Upper Deck, 2001. Tom Brookins. We pulled this card earlier. And another one of those little Omega cards for Vinny Castilla for the Rockies. Shout out to El Canon, who is overdoing his thing right now. Keith Moreland for the Cubs. Scott Radinsky for the White Sox. Another Omega card. Javi Lopez. There we go. Shout out to all the Braves fans. I'm sure they like that card. Donruss, Andy Bennett for the Cardinals. That's cool. You worked near Fenway. Wow. That's cool. Philip, LOL. Okay. We got Jack Clark for the Padres here. Willie Blair for the Blue Jays. Keith Hughes for the Phillies. Rob Nilsson and Steve Fire Ovid. How do you say? Fire Ovid. Or Ferre Ovid. I don't know. That's like Karkovice or Karkovice. Boston hates that man. Well, he pitched for him for so many years. Was it they hate him because he left? I don't know. Okay, David Palmer, Bill Alman. Man, Pirates always had that squared off cap. Very unique design. Dave Smith for the Astros. Got Greg Swindell for the Indians. Bruce Benedict for the Braves. And here's some newer cards. We got Johnny Cueto for the Giants. And Lenny Dykstra, the man everyone loves to hate. Hey, Philip. If you're watching, Philip, there you go. There's a team card for you. Shout out to Philip. Karkovice. Yep. Oh, arrogant. Yeah. Okay. Well, I know he got pretty defiant when it came to his legal matters, too. And he somehow squeezed out of that whole legal mess with that mistrial. Jason Kipnis, All-Star Game for the Indians. And our last card is a Hunter Pence for the Giants. Another All-Star Game card. Hunter Pence. Not a bad stack of cards there for Fairfield. Another Fairfield night. And for those who missed it, I did pull an auto hit for Ross Detweiler, who is now a free agent and recently played for the White Sox. So there's a little history. But I would say the hit of the night out of those two boxes was my Tony Gwynn. Out of this, I keep forgetting, 88. 88 Fleer. That is just a gorgeous card. Alrighty, so let me get some space cleared out, and we're going to attack this 89 Donruss. And we're going to be looking for a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie. We got a Craig Biggio rookie. Whole bunch of Hall of Famers that are out there. Yep, that is a nice looking Gwyn, Night Lord, for sure. I hope Mountain Gorilla is still watching. Hopefully he got a chance to see that Gwyn card as well. He loves his Tony, as do many people. My friend is security for athletes. He drove Derek Jeter around once. He told Jeter his son was playing Little League. Jeter gave him a $100 tip and said, "Buy your son his first glove on me." Really? Well, that's a cool story, Frank. I don't have any likes or dislikes toward Jeter. I would say I would favor toward dislike only because he was a Yankee and I didn't care for what I perceived to be arrogance. But when you hear things like that, that's good. Jeter's a class act. I will remember that, Frank. Thank you for sharing that. I will, that's that's evidence of his good side. So I'll like him. That is really, really cool. Yeah, Night Lord, that's cool. Thanks, Frank. That is good to know. All right, so I got a box of 89 Donruss here. And over the last few weeks, I've opened up the top 2 stacks. So tonight we're going to open up the bottom left stack. And we'll save this stack for next Friday. So that way, basically, I get a whole box in 1 month, which is a kind of cool way to work it out. But we're searching for what you see in the back here. There's a whole slew of good rookies and Hall of Famers that are available in these cards. So without any further ado, how many packs we got? 9, 5, and 4, 9. Okay, so just after the 4th one, about halfway through the 5th, we'll call that our halfway point. He drove Reggie Jackson around too. He said he's a jerk. Philip says, as a Red Sox fan, despite my utter hatred for the Yankees, I concur Jeter is a top-notch human being. Wow, okay, Philip. Well, I believed Frank, but you further confirmed that. So I will change my opinion toward Jeter. And I know you guys love the 92 rookie card. And I never really cared to get it because I thought I would hate it because I didn't like him. But I've got reason to like him now. So that's good to know. But Reggie's a jerk, huh? Well, I know he threw that temper tantrum on the field that day where he was throwing everything out of the dugout and kind of being a jerk. I met, in fact, I was talking to Donald the other day. Donald was doing a player bio video. Every week he picks a player and he does a little biographical thing on him, reads you his life story and shows his display of cards. And later in the video, he opened up a pack of cards and he pulled a Mark McGwire card. And I called Mark McGwire a jerk. And Donald asked me why, and I had proof and reason for it. When I was a kid, I went to spring training down in Yuma, Arizona. The A's came out to play against the Padres in just a spring training game. And, security wasn't like it is today. So as a kid in the early or mid 80s, easy access to the players. Actually, it was like 87 or 88 probably. And so we would all linger around the clubhouse waiting for the players to come out, and we just, have them sign autographs and whatever. And Mark McGwire came out, and there were only like 5 or 6 of us boys waiting. And he comes out of the clubhouse, not even looking down at us, and started shouting, "No autos, no autos, no autos." And wouldn't even give us the time of day, wouldn't even look down at us and face us eye to eye and tell us no. Just very rude, and it's like, there's only like 5 of us. Couldn't you sign? No, wouldn't do it. So he's a jerk as far as I'm concerned. And so anyway, back to Donald. I told Donald, I said, hey, Donald, if you ever want to do a player bio, but you have to do a quick video, do a player bio video on Mark McGwire and just say, this is Mark McGwire. He's a jerk. The end, and then you hit stop on the video. Frank, sad to hear that. I was a huge McGwire fan as a kid. Oh, sorry, Frank. I hope I didn't ruin it for you, but yeah, that's me. Maybe he was just having a bad day. Maybe he struck out 4 times in the game and got injured. I don't know, but he was a jerk at that moment. And as a kid, we're very easily impressionable, and that was the impression he left on me, and I probably will never change. So here we got Warren Spahn on the puzzle pieces. Now, Frank, I will say this, though. Despite my dislike for him, every Mark McGwire card I hit, I sleeve him up and I collect them. Because even though he did do all that weird stuff like everyone else was doing at the time with drugs and PEDs and all that, he was a good player. And so I respect his abilities for that. So I do set his cards aside out of respect. McGwire has a notoriously... Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, we all have our vices. Yeah, Philip, you just scared Night Lord's kids to bed. Time to put the kids to bed. Take care, guys. All right, Night Lord. Hey, I don't know how much longer we're going to be on, Night Lord. If we are and you're able to come back, that's great. If not, you have a wonderful evening, and I will see you in the next chat. Sounds good. Good night. All right. Kevin Gross for the Phillies. Mike Asaski for the Reds. Chris Brown for the Padres. Candy Maldonado for the Giants. Bob Walk, he's got the worst name for a pitcher. Joe Bover, or Beauvais if it's French. Rick Sutcliffe. Bob Ojeda, good old Bob Ojeda. There's a story there. Mickey Brantley. There's a purple. I see a Ken. It's Kent Urbeck. I thought it was a Ken Griffey Jr. Bummer. Tony Fernandez. I thought it was going to be a Tony Gwynn. Man, 2 bummers in a row. Carlton Fisk, Diamond King, Hall of Famer there. Jimmy Key. Kirby Puckett, there we go. And a George Brett, MVP. That's not a bad card. But I will sleeve up. Where'd I put my sleeves? Yes, Philip, you did. You kept it borderline G to PG there. Borderline G to PG. That showed very good self-control, Philip. Proud of you. I knew you had it in you. Frank's got all the stats down. Good. Yeah, you are a fan. All right, another puzzle piece. You know, actually, I've decided I'm just going to start kind of collecting these because it would be kind of cool to finish the poster or the puzzle and frame them and make posters out of them. So that's kind of something I'm kind of working on the side. Only for me, Kevin. Well, I would. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I would hope, Philip, that you would keep it clean for all the channels you visit, but I'm glad you are that way for me. I have seen you on other channels, and you don't show as much restraint in the other channels. I'll put it that way. How's that? Is that a fair way of saying it? You showed extreme restraint. That was good. Ron Darling for the Mets. Andre Dawson for the Cubs. Rick Mahler for the Braves. Brett Butler for the Giants. Doug Drabeck for the Pirates. Benito Santiago. Oh, got a K. Oh, no. Okay. But I do PC Benito. Benito Santiago. Alrighty. Mike Schmidt. There's a very nice card. And we'll show him a little respect. Okay, so there's that word terrible again. So, Philip, when you use the word terrible, does that mean like really good? So you're saying you're a really good vulgar human being. When it comes to vulgarity, Philip is very, very wonderful at it. You are a colorful individual, Philip. Very, very colorful. That's why you like the Red Sox. They've got a colorful name. You're a colorful individual. Billy Hatcher for the Astros. Vince Coleman for the Cardinals. Bob Boone for the Angels. Ozzie Guillen. Mike Stanley. Guys. We got it. We got it. Yes! Woo! We got it. Bryn Smith in the back. We got it. Look at that sweetness. That is a sweet card. Corners are immaculate. It's centered. It's beautiful. Boom. Yep. Too bad Donald's not with us this evening. He'd be ringing his bell up in Washington State for me as well. There's the... Yes. Woo! Got it. All right. I'm going to set that up. I don't think Mr. Griffey would mind being covered up by Mr. Griffey. Woo! We got it. That was cool. You know, the best part about opening cards is getting a hit. The worst part about opening cards is continuing on, because you know you're not going to beat that. So everything from here on out is downhill. You know what I mean? It's like in life. Whenever I have a really good day in life, it scares me because I know the next thing that happens in my life is not going to be good, relatively speaking. So I try to enjoy the good times, but it's tough because I know bad times are coming. Is that morbid of me to think that? That's not a very good outlook on life, is it? Hey, maybe we'll pull another one. You never know. And we've still got the Biggio, the Glavine, Maddox. There's still a ton of good cards out there. So, Storm Davis, there's a George Brett base card. We got the MVP card earlier. Oral Hershiser. It's a good hit if you're a Dodgers fan. John Candelaria. Mike Greenwell. Alan Trammell. There was another Hall of Famer. We are getting a lot of Hall of Famers. That's for sure. Pete Stanisek. Ted Higuera. Kevin Seitzer. Checklist, yay. Mike Young. Mike Smithson. Miguel Garcia, which is Spanish for Mike. See the theme there? Mike, Miguel. Derek Lilliquist and Jay Howell. So we did pull a Hall of Famer out of that pack. What's better than pulling a Griffey? Pulling a Griffey with Philip Oldenburgh in the chat. Right? Ain't that the truth? Philip is like, he just makes everything better. Like, you know, you can have a bland meal, and Philip is that salt or spice that you put on the meal to make it better. Philip is a salty, salty dog. I may call Philip spicy. No, that didn't even sound good either. But I'm definitely not going to call him sugar. That would just be too weird. All right. Alex Madrid for the Phillies. Another Gerald Clark for the Padres. Warren Spahn. So that's what we're shooting for with our puzzle piece there. Bill Schroeder. Greg Olson, rookie card. And Philip says, ah, shucks. Yep. It is true, Philip. It's fun having you in here. Most definitely fun. Scott May. Maybe a little nervous for the host because you never know what they're going to type in your channel. But, Philip, I do trust you. You're a good guy. Oh, okay. Do you know the story of Alex Madrid? No, I don't know the story. So let me very gingerly go back to it because I don't know what you're about to throw at me. Do I sleeve it? Do I top load it? Do I not even touch it? Should I call the FBI? Like, what do I do with it? What Truth? Hey, What Truth? How you doing? Oh, I missed you earlier. What Truth? I'm sorry. Yeah, Frank, if you want to pay me 25 grand for it, I will sleeve it. I will double top load it for you. But I don't suspect you're going to say that. But I do like what Truth recommended. Oh, this must be a long story. It's taken a while to type it. Sleeve it. Sleeve it. There's a hoax on eBay that people are selling them for 10 to 20 grand. Really? So What Truth wasn't far off. There's a hoax on eBay that people are selling them for 10 to 20 grand. Really? Based on what? I've never even heard of the guy. He's from Springerville, Arizona. Interesting. This is his third-year card. One actually sold for that, or they were just asking the price? What truth? Did it actually sell for that, or that was just the asking price? Okay, well, I've got enough top loaders. I don't mind wasting one on it. If anything, it's a novelty card, so I'll keep it for that. My goodness. There's a rare error card on it with it. Okay. Did the country of Spain sue him for copyright infringement on his name? I mean, I don't know what could be. Is he 6'1" instead of 6'2"? I mean, I don't. What would cause a card to? That's interesting. Mountain Gorilla's off to dinner. Okay, enjoy your meal, Mountain Gorilla. I know it's dinner time for us. In fact, as soon as I get off here, I'm going to run downstairs and eat myself. It is a conversation piece. You got it. So, okay. Well, Frank, maybe it's like the Chris Sabo thing. You know, everyone loves Sabo for some dumb reason. Henry's with us. Hey, Henry. Hey, Henry, look at this. I just pulled a $25,000 Alex Madrid card. I don't know why. But if you want it, I'll sell it to you for $17,500. Just throwing it out there. If anyone's interested, $17,500. Well, hey, Frank, thanks for pointing that out to me. I would have never have given that card a second glance, so thanks for letting me know the history of it there. All right, back to where we were. Greg Olson, Scott May, Alvin Davis, Nilson Liriano, Jerry Reed, Tim Laudner, Rod Nichols. Oral Hershiser is juggling. He's juggling. Look at that. He's got he's got two actually going. The third one just might be for show. But and he's not even looking at the baseballs. He's looking at the camera. That's cool. Hippolito, I love that name. Hippolito Pena. Spike Owen and Todd Froworth. Okay, well, I'd say we had a hit in that pack for sure, right, Frank? We had a hit. A silly hit, but a hit. I've never heard of that story. That's interesting. But then again, I've been out of the hobby for quite a while. Okay. This one is not letting go. There we go. Okay, Frank's going to go do some research. Well, I'm looking forward to see what they say. Ruben Sierra. Oh, my goodness. Kurt Schilling. Rookie card. Oh, and look what's behind him. Guys, I got a Tony Gwynn and a Kurt Schilling back-to-back. Oh, my goodness. Kurt Schilling, hopefully a soon-to-be Hall of Famer. Pitched in the winning Game 7 of the 2001 World Series for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's a wonderful human being off the field as well. I just recently acquired a autographed baseball of his. That is just one sweet card. And Mountain Gorilla missed a Tony Gwynn Diamond Kings card. Bummer. Too bad he missed it. Sweet. Cool. Okay, well, I'm going to cover up my $25,000 card with the Tony Gwynn Diamond King. Chef art. Yeah, that is nice. Very nice. I love that Kurt Schilling card. John Moses, Jeff Musselman, Mike Jackson, Manny Trio, Dennis Cook, Edgar Martinez. Shout out to Donald Blomdahl. He's both a Mariners fan and an Edgar Martinez fan. So that's a nice hit there. Followed by John Smoltz. Look at that. Another hit. Cool. Van Snyder. Andy Hawkins. Dante Bichette. Marvin Freeman and Ernest Riles. Okay, so Frank has an answer. It says, okay, the hype on it is, it says Leaf instead of Donruss. Maybe on the back. Mine says Donruss. So did I get the cheap version? Did I get the non-variation? I think all Donruss cards say Leaf in the top right corner. It's kind of like Topps and Bowman are subsidiary companies. I think Donruss and Leaf are the same way. Because like all these cards say, yeah, they're all printed by Leaf. Well, that is still interesting nonetheless, and it is a good talking piece. I should go downstairs and set it on the coffee table on a little stand. And when people ask me, why do you have an Alex Madrid card on your coffee table, I will say, let me tell you the story. And it's a good icebreaker. So if I ever make a new friend and I don't know what to talk about, I'll take them to the house, show them my Alex Madrid card, and then we'll become best friends. The article says it's a hoax. People are using the Leaf mention as a reason to jack up the price. Just something people are having fun with. Okay. The same thing. The 87 Bonds error card is not an error at all. Okay. Phil, forgive my ignorance. Can you fill me in on what that 87 Bonds error is about? Because I do have some Bonds 87 Topps cards. I might have a Donruss. I don't know. But I'm curious to know what that's about. Mike Diaz, Kevin Brown, Terry Clark, good old checklist. Jose Canseco, Jose Can You See Co. 40-40 Club. See, again, I feel the same way about Canseco as I do McGuire. To me, they're just two peas in a pod. But I do sleeve them and set them aside out of, it's like in the military, they say respect the rank, not the person. I respect the rank, so to speak. Ernie Witt for the Blue Jays, Tom Lampkin, Ricky Horton, Gary Redis, Gerald Perry, Brian Meyer, another checklist, man, Tony Armas, Chris Sabo, dun 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 dun, and Juan Nieves for the Brewers. Okay, 87 Topps Barry Bonds had an incomplete number 3 in the card number. Every card ever printed is an incomplete number 3, but people list it as an error rookie and ask thousands. Okay, so it's not unique, in other words. And then Frank says, Kevin, bring the Madrid card to a car dealer. Tell the salesman you are paying cash for the card and just hand him the Madrid card. Oh, that's classic. That's a good one, Frank. Oh, man, that is good. Oh. So when my kid says, Dad, can you help pay for my college? I'll hand him my Alex Madrid card. I should just start stocking up on those cards and then just hand them out. Yep. That's a great idea. That's funny. If you had a rookie card with a complete number 3 on it, you would have some serious cash. Okay. I'm going to look because I do have some 87. Is it the Topps? Is it the Topps card? Because I do have some 87 Topps for a fact. I don't know about the other companies. Yep, Topps. Okay, cool. I will definitely check into that. Phil, I appreciate the heads up. Wax paper got stuck. Okay. Craig Worthington for the Orioles. Alejandro Pena. Yeah, now Phil's got everybody checking. Frank's checking. Maybe that's why other people aren't chatting right now, because they're all running back to their stash, checking their 87 Topps bonds cards, thinking, "Oh, I can pay off my kids' college now." No, but that Alex Madrid story is a hoot. And yeah, go to a car dealer and pay for a car with it. Alejandro Pena. That'd make for a good skit, Frank. I don't know if like little what's his name? Hats McGee does those funny little skits. You could do a skit with the Alex Madrid card. Fred Lynn, Luis Aguayo for the Yankees, Rich Yett, Gene Nilsson, Luis Aquino, Jerry Brown, Pete Harnish, rookie card, Chad Kruger for the Rangers, Tracy Jones, Glenn Hubbard, Luis de los Santos, Bud Black, and a Jeff Hamilton. Jeff Hamilton. You can feel that wax build up on the back. So two packs to go. 2 packs to go. Looking for Biggio, Glavine, Maddox. Maybe even another Alex Madrid card so I can retire early. There's an actual Bonds era rookie, though, where Johnny Ray is pictured on his card instead of him. Really? Didn't know about that one. And you guys are like just a wealth of knowledge. I love having you guys in here with me. Makes my job easy. Rip the packs open and you guys do the hay. Okay. I'm not familiar. I don't know if I've got that one or not, but I'll look. And I'll check out the photo. Okay. Hal Morris, Tom Bolton, Darrell Evans, Mark Clear, Wally Joyner MVP, Luis Rivera, Bill Long, Willie Frazier. There it is, guys. We got the Biggio. 2 big hits tonight. 2 major hits. All right, let me be a little more gentle here. Very, very cool. So 2 major hits in the bottom left stack of this 89 Donruss box. We pull the Griffey Jr. and the Biggio. I'm not 100% certain that this is rookie, only because it doesn't say rated rookie on it. But maybe he was a rookie, just not rated as one. I don't know. I don't know how that all works. But the back of the card matches juniors in that they both show, well, shows 88, no league record. This has a record from 88, so I don't know. Okay, so not every rookie is a rated rookie. Okay, so two hits and a hoax. There you go. That's like 2 pigs and a poke. We got 2 pigs and a poke and 2 hits and a hoax. I like that. That's a clever little term. Oh, you know what? Well, I guess it is a rookie. For some reason, I had already top-loaded that in a rookie card top-loader, so I guess that is a rookie. I knew that from the past somehow. Okay. Tim Jones for the Cardinals. Darren Dalton for the Phillies. Norm Charlton. Shane Mack. Chris Spear. And Tom Prince. So we're down to our last pack. Coming up on 2 hours here. I'm getting hungry. Mountain Gorilla made me hungrier. And then I see Chef RJ typing, and it makes me think of his cooking. I get hungry. So after this pack, I'm going to sign off and head out to dinner. But this has been a fun night. Very, very... it was a great night. I mean, very successful as far as hits go. And I love the fact that you all are with me. We are down to 4 watching, so people are trickling off, which is fine because it's getting late on the East Coast and it's getting to be dinner time on the West Coast. And I don't know what El Canon's over doing on his channel. I may jump over there when I'm done, see what he's up to while I eat. But nonetheless, here we are, down to our last pack. So as far as I'm concerned, we've already got the hits that we need, but we're going to have fun with this one anyway. Bob Welch for the Athletics. Pat Tabler for the Royals. John Shelby for the Dodgers. Rafael Santana. Ellis Burks. Walt Terrell. Paul Molitor. Dave Winfield, MVP card, very nice. Chris Carpenter, rated rookie. Al Nipper for the Cubs. David Cohn for the Mets. Dan Plesac for the Brewers. Joe Price. And this might be the first pack without a hit in it, actually. And finally, a Jeff Robinson for the Pirates. So no hit in that last pack, but tons of hits throughout that whole stack of cards. So the bottom left stack produced a lot of, we'll call it fruit. It was a good fruit-producing vine. So that was our Fairfield Friday. We got some hits out of the Fairfield. We got an autographed card out of the Fairfield pack. We got a Tony Gwynn out of the Fairfield pack. And Don Russ was very, very generous to us in the bottom left stack with some good rookie cards. Thanks, Phil. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, great conversation, Frank. And yeah, it was good meeting you too, Phil. I really appreciate it. And I do enjoy, I'll look forward to seeing you and the other guys doing your little triple sports talk show. And I'm serious, that was really, not only was it like you guys had the knowledge, but the way you guys were lined up on StreamYards, it looked professional. You spoke with authority. You spoke with confidence. It was just a very good production. So I will leave you all with that. It was great meeting you. Frank's out of here. Have a great night. You too, Frank. Jeff, great show. Thanks. Have a great night. You too, Jeff. Thanks. You have a great night as well. I'll do a quick... Some of y'all don't even know what I look like, so let me set the camera out. Turn the camera on. I'll do my little sign-off here. Some people wonder what the guy behind the camera looks like. So here I am. I'm sporting my D-backs hat. I always do this in support of my Arizona Diamondbacks. And I just want to thank you all again for joining me. You all are what make this hobby fun. And I've said this 1,000 times, and I'll say it 1,000 more. Without the chat, without the live stream, without people to share the cards with, I wouldn't be in this hobby. What fun is it opening up a Ken Griffey Jr., for example? If you look up and you've got no one to share it with, if nobody is experiencing it with you, then what's the joy? What's the point? But the fact that we do share these experiences together is what makes it all worth it. You know, I can look back and think of good times in other channels where I've seen my friends get good hits in their packs, and I celebrate with them. I share in that moment with them. And that's what makes it worthwhile for them as well. So that's why I really appreciate you guys coming in here and sharing all this with me. I want to remind you guys, it's not about the cards, it's about the relationships. The cards are just the glue that bind our friendships and our relationships. That's what it's all about. They're just pieces of cardboard with ink printed on them. But it's what's going on behind the cards that makes it worthwhile. Let me get caught up on what Phil and Frank are saying. You're exactly, what's the point of collecting? Exactly. I would not be in this hobby if I was the only person on Earth. Simple as that. Agreed. I've got 2 moody teenage daughters. Thank God. Frank, I sympathize with you. I've been there, and I promise you there is a light at the end of the tunnel. My daughters are in their mid-20s now. Survived the teen years. It was not easy. Believe you me. It's like pulling, Jab's pulling a one-of-one trout. It gets better. It does. And I'll tell you, Frank, and I'll brag a little bit. My middle child, my daughter, she just brought, her first child into the world a year ago. So I've got a little 1-year-old granddaughter who is the light of my life. And I treat her differently than my kids. I don't have to discipline her like I did my kids. I just spoil her rotten. That's my job as grandpa, to spoil her, and I enjoy every second of it. And you've got that to look forward to. So hang in there, buddy. It's not easy. It's not easy. So yeah, everyone's kind of signing off. My numbers are dropping here on the watch list. So we're right at the 2 hour mark, and thanks Frank, I appreciate it. That's a nice compliment. I appreciate that. So Chris Howard, Chris, you keep doing this, man. You show up right as I'm signing off on a 2 hour stream, but I know it's a Friday. You probably just got home from work. No worries. I met a guy in here, Chris, that lives in Gilbert. I'll tell you all about that later. Yeah, nice timing, Chris. Way to go, Chris. Good job. Hey, I pulled a Chris Sable card. I'll set it aside for you. I know you'd love that. So I'll probably give you a call, Chris, and let you know this weekend how it went. You can go back and see some of the hits. I got an auto pull out of a Fairfield, so I'm pro Fairfield. I know a lot of guys don't like the Fairfield cards. Personally, I love them. Even if I don't get a hit out of it, they're just fun to open because the cards, you see the images, the borders. It reminds you of yesteryear, when we were kids. So yeah, Fairfield's great if you were an old collector back in the day. Yep. So awesome. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Frank. No joke, Chris. I've got a $25,000 card I got. I'll pull it up here and show you. Chris, this is an authentic 1989 Don Russ. And the guys on the chat will vouch for me. I'm not kidding. This is, I'll bring it up slowly. This is an Alex Madrid card when he was with the Phillies. $25,000. That's what it's worth. I'll give you a break. I offered it to some other guys for $17,500, so I'll give you the same offer. Chris, if you're interested, $17,500. I like Frank's suggestion. Go to a used car lot, say I want to buy that car cash, and hand him this card. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get in Fairfield. Chris, I got a Bob Ojeda tonight too. I did pull a Bob Ojeda card. It wasn't in the Fairfield. It was in my Donruss box, but I did get a Bob Ojeda. Actually, Chris, that cracked top loader was out of a what do you call it? It was like a bundle pack I got at the Goodwill store downtown. It was not in the Fairfield. It was in a bag of cards that I got. It was literally a Ziploc bag stapled shut from Goodwill. That's where that came from. So, well, let me see real quick. Oh, we're back up to 7. We got down to 4 right before I was going to sign off, and now we're back up to 7. So it just fluctuates like a roller coaster. But I'm at the 2 hour mark. I am starving. I do need to go downstairs and eat. So I am going to do a quick sign off. But guys, like I said, the friendships, the fun, the laughter, just the fun we have on the chat is what makes it all worthwhile. That's why we do the cards. It's not for the cards themselves. It's for the memories we make with our friends while opening them. That's what it is. The memories will last us forever. We take those with us. But the cards stay behind. Yeah, go eat. Vickers 410 is saying goodnight. I didn't even know you were here, Vickers. If you had chatted earlier, I apologize. I missed you. But good evening, sir. I'm glad you were... there's always those lurkers in the background. I'm guilty. I lurk a lot of times in other guys' videos. It's just, you're doing other things and you just want the background. And I totally get that. So I'm glad you were here, Vickers. Good night, sir. I'll hopefully catch you in the next one. I'm probably going to jump over to El Canon's right now and watch him while I eat. So I may jump over there. Philip's probably over there by now, as well as all the other good guys. So we can talk him down, Frank. I have faith. Yeah, I'm a pushover, so you might get it for less, that Alex Madrid card. So, anywho, guys, I'm going to sign off. You all have a wonderful evening. Take care. Thanks so much for helping me out. If you haven't already liked and subscribed to my channel, please do so. I do see 13 likes, and that's about, I think, the peak numbers we got, so I'm pretty sure everyone gave it a like. Subscribe, hit the bell, so you'll be notified next time I go live. And you all have a wonderful evening. Oh, Chris, we're going to start negotiating now. I'll meet you in the middle. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening. God bless every one of you. Please subscribe to my channel and check out my daily videos I post every morning. I think you'll get a lot out of it. It's a great way to start off your day. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out my channel and see it for yourself. So you all have a wonderful evening. God bless. Take care. Good night.